streak here, but they know they are better than what their record shows. He said, if we can get out to an early start, set the tone, we are going to be just fine. He's challenged his team to focus better and communicate early in this ballgame. I'll let you know how it looks from down here on the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Gators will kick off first, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone. It's Rodgers. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Here's the pressure. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away. But you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Russell from the gun on third down. He's got the tight end. At the 35, he's loose. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Rides the option, he keeps it. They just blew through that offensive line. This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, checking in with the Gators head coach before the game. Even though their opponent today is not ranked in the top 25, coach has been warning his players all week. Do not overlook anyone. We have to be the best version of ourselves today. I'll keep you posted on how it's going at halftime. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The run inside. It's Pryor. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Jones to throw. The short hands, it's Ball. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And I think with Florida, man, it's all about the quarterback position. When it was rolling at its peak, right, it was Jesse Palmer. That guy was pretty good, too. But, like, finding that guy that can make the plays, I think bringing in Buster Faulkner is a big deal. They'll have a great offensive identity. But, Palmer, Florida's good when they got the trigger.
Well, the good news is they didn't have to leave the U.S. border to find the next guy like they did way back in the day. But you're right. I think Buster Faulkner really is the key. I thought one of the big moves for John Sumrall in the offseason was bringing in Faulkner as his offensive coordinator. One of the most difficult coordinators to defend. You ask any D coordinator in the country, and he always seems to get the best out of his quarterback. So they had a guy in DJ Lagway. They had really high hopes. Things didn't work out. He moves on to Baylor. But this is a critical spot. How quickly this new quarterback can get on the same page as his play caller, that's critical for their success.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They're working that left side. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it, because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay
Sprinting away! All the way! Touchdown, Gator!
I mean, what a great way to start this game. Getting the football in the end zone, getting it to your big play wide receiver. Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing with great energy, and it seemed like everything they dialed up on that drive worked perfectly. Really nice rhythm, really nice flow, and they cap it off with a touchdown pass.
Coming out with it, it's Jenkins. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Now here's Russell. Oh, they're after him. Right on the money. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
Running to might have a chance. Quick with the spin move. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
And listen, Reese, we know the defensive ends are the most important players on the field, but especially when they run outside, especially when you run a toss like this, you got to set that edge, keep that ball inside.
Big guys blocking down and then another pulling behind him.
Yep, got to see it, got to set that edge, got to do a better job.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Starts to scramble to the left. He gets it all the way down to the 13-yard line, still short of first down yardage. And now on fourth down, do they kick the chip shot field goal or go for it? Throwing Russell. Under fire. Buried before he could blink.
Well, that play never had a chance on fourth down. They're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And, man, this offense, man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can hand the football to, and he can take off and make big plays down the field. He can break tackles. He can outrun you. He shows you a little bit of everything. This defense, they better dial in on him because he's going to get the football, and he can make big plays.
And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Jones wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on third down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
To the air on second down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. He's at the 40, at the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. There he goes. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. First play of the period will be a second down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Jones to throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Can't hang on, he muffs it.
What a break. I tell you what, the returner caught a huge break. That football getting on the deck with all that speed on the field where he was able to go recover it.
The Tide ready to roll on offense. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker on the outside.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Shakes off the defender. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the 1st down, keep this drive rolling.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Looking for space. It's Hill. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Keelan Russell. Got the quick pass. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Moves around to clear up the vision. Got it! They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
And this is one of those things that are really hard to stop for a defense, man. When that QB starts to get outside the pocket, now I'm thinking he's going to run it. What are my rules? Nice job by the running back starting to creep back towards his quarterback. Now listen, you throw it over the middle of the field late, it doesn't always turn out well, but on this play, big conversion. Nice job scrambling around, buying some time for his running back to get open.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama! Interesting decision here, but if they make the 2, it'll be a 2-possession game and a 9-point lead. Russell dances away from the pressure, going to his left. He's into the end zone. The 2-point conversion makes it a 2-possession game and a 9-point lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Abrams. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Play is stopped as they check on an injured Gator. That is their sophomore starting wide receiver. Hope he's just shaken up momentarily. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on it. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Jones wants to throw it. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Throwing Russell. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Now here's Russell. Finds his back in the middle. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Russell on play action. Steps away to find some room. Fires to the tight end. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch. I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation, drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by the QB.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking...
Looking, trying to escape, cannot. The sack works the two-point try. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Crosses the 30. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Jones to throw. Quick completion on the out. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does a linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in 4th down again. Great job there. Pass defense, 3rd down. This defense now starting to put it together.
And he doesn't feel... Touchdown, Florida! Gets it into the end zone. A much-needed life for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And the point after is good. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jenkins. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. On the ground, it's Hill. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Touchdown, Gators. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
One of the of the things I love about this linebacker, guys, is the versatility. He's not just good against the run. He not only can rush the passer, he can cover as well. Great job reading the QB's eyes, plucks the football out of the air, and he's not going down. He's not running out of bounds. He's taking this thing all the way back to the house.
He'll bring it out. It's Jenkins. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Keelan Russell. Going to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Hey, listen, quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trusting your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Rush is on him, and they got him.
Protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the hat.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We start with a look in on Purdue, taking on the Iowa Hawkeyes.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Here comes that Alabama offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line.
How about that elusiveness? He's got space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
You know what's always a good idea? Getting it to your best playmaker. That's a good idea. Whether it's shallow, whether it's deep, this guy can make things happen. He's lightning in a bottle when he catches the football. And that pass, it was short, but watch him. He can make guys miss, outrun, turn those little bitty catches into big plays.
One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Caught, and he's got room. Touchdown time! And they take it in for 6 more points. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Now we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, tune up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Coming out with it, it's Mays. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Ball again. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Jones wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. Got his man on the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Gators will have it 1st and 10.
18, ready?
Handoff for Ball. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
He'll try it again. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Takes the handoff. It's Pryor. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
After the run, now to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And that's really good tackling by this defense, man. 3rd down, understanding the sticks. And what you got to do is break on the football. That drag route comes open. He sees him. He throws it. Man, it does not stay open long because they break on the football with great tackling and force the 4th down.
It's 4th and 8 and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Running into the open space. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Pulls it on the option. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that 2nd and 3.
On the ground, going for the 1st down with the give to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. They go play action with Russell. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly, receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Gives it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground.
Defensively on 3rd and long, you are dropping deep. You are making sure you get at least to the sticks. They got a long way to go. Don't let them throw the football. Make them throw it underneath. And how about this quarterback? He does an unbelievable job scrambling around, now hitting the gas, picks up so many yards. Now he makes it a 4th down and manageable. So much easier on the offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making checks. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Got enough for the first. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Jones to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. It's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Here's a heat. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Back to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
Well, you're down 2 possessions. The defense knows you're going to take shots, so it's not going to be easy. But how about that explosive play and a 50-50 ball? Guy comes down with it, and that is perfect. You've got to score quick and get the ball back quickly here to win this game.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Here's Jaden one more time. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. Jones wants to throw it. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
And they get the completion, and they get out of bounds, which is obviously important to stop the clock. But what's really important now is it's fourth down. And that made it more manageable, but obviously the clock is not as important as making sure you get this fourth down conversion.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. So going for it on fourth down is one thing. Quite another to say, we're going to run it for a couple.
Yeah, that's impressive because that was a long 2 yards. And I think there are a lot of coaching staffs out there that would have probably tried to throw it or get their quarterback on the perimeter or give him a run-pass option, but not this offense. They believe in their guys up front to get down in a three-point stance and drive off the ball, and it works out.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've got it down to the 3, now it's second and goal. Looking to fire. Going for 6. He took a shot at the end zone, and he almost picked it off. It'll be third down.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is third and goal. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football all over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better.
Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on fourth down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Jones to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And now you start to feel desperate because down by multiple scores, the clock running out, 2.5+ minutes left on the clock. I got to do everything great now. I have no margin for error. My defense on this next possession, I have to get a 3 and out. I have to force a turnover. I have to do something to get me back in this ball game right now.
The Alabama offense coming onto the field. He's taking the shot. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Bringing it back. The 10. Touchdown, Florida. And they turn it into a defensive score.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
And he puts through the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Tide ready to roll on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and read this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. The QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20. A pickup of 5.
big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. They'll keep it on the ground. He gets enough for the first down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Calls his own number. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Eager to get the football back with as much time remaining as possible. The defense uses a timeout. 1:53 showing on the clock. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Oh, it's a fumble. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Timeout now called by the Gators. That's their last one. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They'll try the toss to the left. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep leading the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get a...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Jones wants to throw it. Out of the backfield, he's open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Here's a give the ball. Got to make it to the end zone. Got to stay on his feet. Can he get there? That will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here.